All right, you ready to get started?
Yes, sir.
All right, I am Captain Mike Lowry. To my left is going to be Lieutenant Anderson, and also. Yeah, okay, good job. Ma'am, I need you to identify yourself for the interview.
Sorry. My name is Corporal Valkyrie.
All right, man. Go ahead and just to start off, to let you know, this interview will be audio and visually recorded. Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. First question: what is your full name, first and last?
Blake Anderson.
What is your email username?
My email username is BlakeDQ, I think it's Blake Anderson, or BlakeDQ60.
Okay, that's your username. Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Do you have prior experience in the police department and or military, whether that be in city or in another city or in head?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, where would that be at?
Iconic roleplay.
Okay.
I was a senior officer.
How long have you been in the force?
8 months.
And you said what rank did you reach?
Senior officer.
Okay. So what makes you a good fit to be an officer?
What makes me a good fit to be an officer? I like to put in hours. I like to be out of the city a lot. I like to interact with people. I like to drive around, patrol, make sure everyone's safe.
Okay. What sets you aside as the right choice for this job?
For the right choice for this job, I put in hours. I give good RP scenes. I'm a good driver. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. What are things you see in yourself that you could work on to help benefit yourself and others while on scene?
Say it again. Sorry, my dog was barking.
What are things you see in yourself that you could work on to help benefit yourself and others on scene?
Show my dedication, work as a team.
Do you see anything in yourself that you could work on as a police officer?
Work on as an officer. Let's get better at shooting.
Okay, go into more detail on that for me.
Like shooting, like get better aim, get better driving practice, more. I mean, I'm good at driving, but I just need a little bit more practice on that.
Do you have any further strengths or weaknesses that come to mind, whether that be for the PD or outside of it? Did you hear me?
What'd you say?
Do you have any further strengths or weaknesses that come to mind, whether that be for PD or outside of it?
My greatest weaknesses?
Correct.
Good RP scenes.
That's a weakness?
Oh, my weakness? What is weakness?
Like, what's something that you know that you need to better yourself at?
Better myself at is better myself at like getting better shots.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to that in a minute. What do you want to get out of being in the police department?
Make sure the public is safe. Make sure we give
Sleepy, you're dumb.
good interactions with others. Arresting all the bad criminals.
And I know we touched on this earlier, but how comfortable are you with firearms?
Comfortable.
Are you trained with firearms?
Yes, sir.
When would be a good time to use a firearm?
When you're coming to a shots fired call. Or someone's reaching for their gun.
We ask for a required minimum of 10 hours a week clocked in and on duty. Is that something you can commit to?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
We also ask that you complete your trainings within a week. Is that something you can also commit to?
Yes, sir.
So why do you want to join the sheriff's office?
Why do I want to join the sheriff's office? So I can get out of the city and just interact with others and
Okay.
because it's the best department, well organized, very good sheriff. They treat their employees right.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
A little bit about myself. I like to drive around. I like to go to the casino. I like to like in city or out of city.
Both.
Oh, see. Oh, so I've always wanted to be a state patrol officer in Arizona. This has always been my career I wanted to do, and I like to fish, hunt. I have there's going to be 3 dogs tomorrow. And yeah.
All right. What is your ideal work environment?
My ideal work environment is
Yeah, for
someone
sure.
that looks like you look very professional.
I appreciate that. Have you learned from a past mistake? And if so, what was the mistake and what did you learn from it?
Mistake is talk to the higher ups if someone is RDMing, because and I did that and it got handled, and the person got bombed out of the city because they can't be RDMing in the city, and I went to the higher up.
Okay.
And made a ticket.
Can you tell me about a time you had to make a difficult decision and how you dealt with it?
A difficult decision is when someone shot the hostage and I told him to come because he was a normal officer and I was a senior officer, and I told him like come to the captain's office, and then I had to sit down with him saying, hey, why did you do that? He was not doing anything wrong. He's like, well, I thought he was pointing the gun at me, and then I was like, no, you can't be doing that. And then I gave him a strike.
Okay. What does an ideal police officer look like to you?
Ideal police officer.
What up, Frito? I'm doing an interview.
Professional. Glasses. Not glasses. Good. Clean shave. Good haircut. Not ratty.
Okay. If we decide to hire you, what do you look forward to the most during your training? And is there anything they should focus on with you?
What do I look forward? Work on definitely getting better aim. And yeah, pretty much that's it.
Appreciate the follow. What do you do to calm yourself in stressful situations?
I normally go for a drive or walk around.
Okay, so Valkyrie,
Yes.
ask him a scenario question that could be somewhat stressful for us and see how he answers it.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see.
And also remember this, you know, this is a police interview, so I want to know how you're going to answer these as an officer.
Yes, sir.
So say there's a few hostages over at the bank and you show up and they take one of the officers. And in that situation, they start shooting. What would you do?
If I'm like, don't you explain more? Like, am I the only one on scene, or
No, so you show up with a couple other units. But they have
I
enough.
I would follow the car and then either tell them to drop them or I will tase them
They're already
because they have an
so
officer.
so say they're already shooting at you. Are you gonna tase them?
No, I'll shoot them because yeah, they're shooting at me and then my life is in danger.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Would you give your friends or family a speeding ticket?
Yes, sir.
Would you?
Yes, sir.
Would you really, or is that just the proper answer?
No, I'm saying yes, I would.
Okay, just checking. I like honesty, because
I've-
if I pull my mom
I've-
over, I tell you right now, I ain't giving her a ticket.
I repoed one of my friends, so
Gotcha.
he did not like it. Now we're no longer friends, but I have to do my job.
Would you hold a grudge against a suspect who has repeatedly wronged you or those you've befriended?
Hold a grudge, what do you mean by that? Explain.
Like when you arrest a suspect and they want to try to push your buttons and get you pissed off to make you do something that you may regret later.
No, I never let that happen.
You always keep your cool.
Yep.
That's what it comes down to.
Yes, sir.
All right, so you've been an officer before. So what's the difference between probable cause and reasonable suspicion?
Probable cause is a person when
Oh, for sure. He shot me plenty of times. Absolutely. And I'm talking about the question.
So a reason of suspicion is when someone's being suspicious of someone, and then probable cause is I can't remember what that is again. Probable cause. See, they never taught me that.
You've never been taught what probable cause is?
No, they never taught me that in the other city.
Okay. Also, keep in mind, if you don't remember the answer, it's okay to not know.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't see how that's even possible for them not to teach what probable cause is, because you can't even operate as an officer without probable cause.
Exactly.
Isn't
Alright.
like probable cause like someone when you have probable cause of someone like doing something? Isn't that what that is?
It's basically like you have more evidence and
Hell,
facts
no,
as
not yet.
to
I'm still
what's going on and what the scenario is, opposed to
still a
just
captain.
not knowing and walking in with suspicion.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you initiate a routine traffic stop when the suspect steps out of their vehicle and begins walking towards you unarmed. What is your next course of action?
Sir, get in your vehicle until the traffic stop is done. And then when my light's off, then you can leave.
Okay. I'm gonna keep asking you more. So they're walking towards you. You tell them get back in their vehicle. They keep walking towards you. What are you gonna do next?
Can I have additional 1032s?
Okay. Next.
And then pull my taser out. And don't tase them like, hey, I'm gonna give you one more chance. If you don't get back in your vehicle, I will tase you.
Okay. I like that. Also, make sure your car is locked and
Yeah.
keep space between you and him, which means it's okay for you to back up when he's approaching you.
Yes, sir.
And since you know the 10 codes, what's the difference between 1032 and 1078?
1078.
Yes, sir.
Those aren't really common ones, are they?
Yeah, 1078 is. We just don't use it a lot. We're gonna work on using it more though. But here's an example, okay?
Okay.
I'm on that same traffic stop that I just gave you a scenario on. Go ahead and give me a 32. I got a suspect, or not a suspect, but I got a subject that's not complying with my orders. Go and send me a 32 to that, right? Now say he pulls out a knife and starts running at me. I'm gonna upgrade that 32 to a 78. 78 is basically emergency backup. Like, I need everybody here now. That's what 78 is. But yeah, we're going to start trying to change it up because that's, I mean, it's really the definitions of it, and it's in our SOP too. So,
Yes, sir.
all right, you respond to a shots fired call. Upon arriving on scene, you see multiple individuals still in the area and multiple bodies on the ground. What is your next plan of action?
I would. Jesus Christ, that's loud. I would. Okay. It's gone. Okay. I would investigate the situation, detain them, and say, hey, I'm gonna detain you for investigation. And then first I'm gonna call EMS, and then I would detain the suspects around and check them for GSR test.
Okay, most of that's right, but if it's a shots fired call and you arrive on scene, you see multiple people on the ground. What is the first thing you're going to do?
Call EMS.
You can't call EMS till the scene's secure.
Like there's
Oh.
actively shots being fired. What are you gonna do when you're out on scene?
Oh, ask for additional 1032s.
Yep.
Also, you want to try to work on setting a perimeter, and of course, our job is to preserve life. So yeah, you want to try to get to those people that are down, but you got to eliminate the threat first, you know?
Yes, sir.
You and several other officers are attempting to arrest a suspect at their residence. Upon walking up to their house, the front door opens and the suspect steps out with a firearm in their hand. They then begin firing at you and the other officers. What do you do next?
Take the suspect down. Because your life is in danger.
Okay,
Don't ask. Coming through.
there he is.
Walker, what you doing?
What the fuck is his hat?
They moved the holster up one.
Hold on.
That hat. You and your partner are at a routine traffic stop. While running their information, they come back as a known criminal, okay? While your partner makes contact to try to get them to step out of the vehicle, your partner is then shot at and the suspects in the vehicle drive off. What is your next course of action?
Say it again.
You and your partner are on a routine traffic stop. While running their information, it comes back as a known criminal. When your partner makes contact to try to get them to step out of the vehicle, they are shot at by the driver and the passenger, okay? What is your next course of action when they try to drive off?
Can I?
Be
I'm
your
gonna
neck,
be
I
on
believe.
active 1080.
Okay. Appreciate
And
it.
then 1078.
And what are you doing after that?
So much. Yeah, have a good one. Take care.
See you, man.
Take care,
Chase 'em.
everybody.
See ya.
What about your partner that's on the ground bleeding?
Wait until the scene's. No, call EMS or bring him in with me and then bring him. What would.
Final answer?
So I would probably
So let
worry
me.
about my partner. Worry about my partner first.
There you
and
go.
Then
If me and Valkyrie are on a traffic stop and she's approaching and she gets shot, I'm gonna give all that information over the radio. I'm gonna give the license plate of the vehicle, which we should already have upon even making contact, vehicle description, and where they went. And I am going to preserve her life. I don't give a damn about the actor at that point. We'll catch him later. But damn it, she's not down on my watch. You know what I mean?
yes, sir.
Okay. You and several officers are currently in a vehicle pursuit with a suspect. However, during the chase, you receive a call over the radio that about shots fired and an officer downed. How do you move forward?
Go there first.
Go
The
away.
officer's down.
Okay, so you're going to terminate the pursuit and go provide assistance, correct?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Officers are way more important than if you're in a chase.
While on patrol, you drive by a group of people handing obscured items to other people while also looking around and acting suspicious. You are sure it's something illegal, but you can't be sure due to where you are. How do you react to that? What are you going to do?
Additional 1032s. I have multiple people selling drugs over here. Can we have some units here?
How do you,
And detain them and for investigation.
okay, how do you know they're selling drugs?
Because I saw them because didn't you say you saw it happen?
You see a group of people handing obscured items to other people while also looking around and acting suspicious. So how do you know it's drugs?
You would detain them first.
Based
and
on
check and see. Based on their suspicious activity.
what's that word we talked about earlier? What's the difference between this and this?
Reason suspicion.
There you go. I like that answer. It's definitely not PC right there. But you got reasonable suspicion to detain and investigate, right?
Yes, sir.
I like it.
We
If that-
need this next one.
You want it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If the highest in command in your department instructed you to flat back, which means kill a suspect, what
Don't
would
do
you
it.
do? Can you repeat that again?
Don't do it.
And why not? If I told you to shoot this guy right here, why wouldn't you do it?
Because it's I can't think of the word. I can't remember the word. It's
I mean, simply put, we'd both be going to prison. I didn't pull the trigger, but I did command you to pull the trigger.
don't do
But
it.
hopefully you wouldn't do it to begin with. And then I
can't
should
remember
be,
the word.
and then I
What's it
should be
called?
immediately fired.
What's the word called again? Can't remember.
The word for what?
When you shoot a suspect flat back.
Let him fight,
Murder?
Valkyria.
What?
Murder?
Not murder. It was.
I'm not sure then.
I don't remember.
All right, so
No, I would never do that.
you're on routine patrol, right? You see a guy walk around with a bat. What's your next course of action?
If he's like walking around being like suspicious, like I mean, a bat. Say if he's going to play baseball or something, you never know.
Right. So what are you gonna do? You're just driving around. You see a guy walking around with a bat. What are you gonna do? Just say they're on the sidewalk, just walking.
Sir, what are you up to tonight? Is there a reason why you have a bat on you and going to go play some baseball or something?
You know what? I got a better idea. So, here, walk up to me. I got a bat in my hand. Just imagine I got a bat, okay? And I'm walking on the sidewalk. And you get out of your vehicle. And you approach me.
Hey, sir, how's it going today?
Yeah, get out of my face.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone. Tell it how it's scheduled.
Sir, I'm talking to you.
Why are you harassing me, officer?
Alright, as long as you're not harming anyone, you should be good. You have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a good day. See? That was a good answer. Because I'm not doing anything illegal. I like that. Most people would fail that, by the way.
Yeah. You hear my Siri go off? That was crazy.
That was kind of funny. Okay. I'm gonna ask you a few 10 codes, okay?
Yes, sir.
What's 10-2?
10-2?
10-2?
Isn't that like radio check?
Okay. 10-4?
Copy.
10-80?
Pursuit.
10-11?
10-11? Isn't that traffic stop?
Okay. 10-8?
10-8 for 10-8 for duty.
10-7?
10-7 off duty.
10-41?
10-41 is clocking in,
10-42?
clocking out,
10-50?
hit or collision.
10-70?
10-70 foot pursuit.
10-97?
10-97 en route.
VCB. Victor Charles Boy.
What?
VCB. Somebody says VCB. What are they saying?
I've never heard of that.
That's when basically you're in a pursuit, you lose sight of the vehicle.
Oh, that's a new one.
And it's been here since I've been here, but I've heard it a lot. Okay.
Yeah, some people just say lost eyes and all that.
Yep. All right, Valkyrie, do you have any questions? Anything at all?
No, not right now.
Anderson?
Nope.
Nothing?
No.
How do you think I did?
I'm not done with you. I was making sure they didn't
Oh,
have
you're
any
not
more
done?
questions.
Oh. Face to face now. Getting serious.
Time to make you nervous, right?
Oh yeah.
If a suspect shoots an unarmed civilian and then robs them with no interaction, what do we got? How are you going to handle that?
Wouldn't you talk to a higher up because they ain't doing interaction?
Yeah, I mean, it's against... Yeah, but as far as an officer, what can you do?
Detain them and arrest them. Say, hey, you didn't have no interaction, and that's against the rules.
What about no evidence? Don't you got to try to get evidence? Can't just walk up to somebody and arrest them. Because that would be the same as me doing this right here. Watch. Ma'am, you're under arrest. You killed that guy. That's what I was told, so you're under arrest.
No, you would detain them. Say, hey, sir, I'm detaining you, and I'm gonna see if you have a GSR test. We heard a shots fired call over here, and then go from there and see if the bullets matches gun.
Okay. I think that's all I'm going to drill you on. So, again, we'll submit this up. The sheriff will make a decision, and then me and even Anderson or even the sheriff will reach out to you. But
I do have one.
Oh, okay. Now we have a question. Go ahead.
Sorry, it takes me a minute. So earlier he was asking you about what is like professionalism and everything inside, like as an officer. You answered all physical attributes. What is something internal that you would consider valuable as an officer?
Vibe an officer. Making sure others like you. Like I value,
she
or you
can hear
guys
you.
value, or what do you mean? Explain.
Just as an officer, your reputation as an officer, how do you think that should withstand? What attributes, what kind of professionalism and manners and everything do you think?
Don't be cussing over the radio. Don't be acting all slang language around people or ever, because that's not professional at all.
Okay.
So tell me real quick, if we hire you, what can we expect from you?
Professionalism, and make sure I
What's up, Matthew?
do good scenes. Make sure I'm following all rules.
Candy,
I'm
if y'all have a question, let me ask
pretty
him.
good pit maneuver
Let me have it.
person. So and I put dedicated hours in.
How many hours do you think you can do a week? Like, just on average. I'm not saying like shoot high, shoot low, but what's a good average for you?
20 to 30.
Okay. Are you doing EMS or anything else, or you just gonna do law enforcement?
Just law enforcement, sir.
And how much time do you have left for this interview? Because I want to ask you a few more questions.
I have a long time.
So it's going to be kind of in relation to the questions we already asked you, but it's going to be directly police related, which the other ones were, but it's in the question itself. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
put yourself in a uniform and answer these questions. Describe a time when you were faced with a stressful situation that demonstrated your copping skills. Your cop skills.
My cop skills.
Yes.
That's a hard one. I was never been asked that question ever.
You've been a cop before in city, so describe a time when you were faced with a stressful situation that demonstrated your skills, your police skills.
When I was a cop in the other city, I somehow so there was one officer that got caught, put his panic button because he was in danger.
I know,
and
crack. I know.
I showed up there on scene, and I asked for
Scotch.
additional 1032s. I had officers around the area because this cop is about to be taken hostage. And then one of my other cops went undercover, put spike strips in front of his car just in case, because we knew he was going to take off. Because the guy was like, yeah, I'm taking hostage. And then we got the suspect and we swarmed him in.
Appreciate you. All right, so we asked this question earlier, but I need you to think about the question. I need you to give me an answer, okay? I'm going back to what I didn't like as far as your answers. What is your greatest strength and what is your greatest weakness?
My greatest strength is I put dedicated hours in. And my greatest weakness is I give good directions. Or that's great. That's weakness is when someone doesn't do like something, right?
No, a weakness is what my weakness is patience. I lack the patience that I should have, and it's always been that way. It'll always be that way, but I do recognize it. I'm a very impatient person. That's my weakness.
It's something you're bad at.
Something I'm bad at.
Yeah.
Yeah, something you could work on.
Something I can work on. Shooting. I need to get better at my shots.
As far as putting lead down range or accuracy?
Accuracy.
Okay, that's something we can work on. That's a skill. That's a skill. But I want to know you as a person. What is a weakness?
My weakness is
Valkyrie, what's your weakness?
My stamina right now.
Anderson, what's your weakness?
my weakness is interviews.
Interviews.
Sorry.
Yeah.
In an interview right now.
Especially around 3 people.
Yeah, Valkyrie.
My weakness is probably writing tests and all that.
Yep. Valkyrie, next time we do interviews, just get off the radio because it looks bad if you're on there and not responding.
Getting off right now.
So police officers need to be able to handle conflict, obviously, right? Tell me about a time when you had to resolve conflict with someone.
So this person was just cussing me out all the time, and I was just ignoring him, just let him do whatever he wants. And I just kept calm and just did my job professionally. Like he was calling me like the hard R and all that, and I was like, nope. And I just let it go. And then I put a report to the higher ups and like, hey, this person keeps saying the hard R. And I was streaming at the time, and then I got banned for a while. And I talked to the higher ups, and I just kept calm and just like, yeah, you need to stop doing that. And they didn't do that. They didn't stop. So
All right, so how do you feel like you did in this interview?
I feel like I could have done better.
With what? Tell me. What do you say that right now? What makes you think that?
A lot of the questions you asked me, I was kind of hesitant.
Yep. I think that's one of your weaknesses.
Yeah, it is.
There you go. So what's your weakness? Let's hear it.
Being hesitant.
Double thinking what you want to answer with. Like you know what you want to say, but you don't say it because you're not sure if it's the right answer, so you think of something else. And then you confuse yourself. Then you forget the question.
Sir. Yes, sir.
You gotta be on top of your game as an officer. You sure you're ready for it?
Yes, sir.
If I give you this opportunity, you gonna let me down?
I'm not gonna let you down.
I'm gonna give you a shot. Like I said, I gotta send it up to the top. What do you think, Anderson? How you feeling about the interview?
Good.
Valkyrie?
I think he's great. I think he just needs to not be so hesitant and be more confident in his abilities.
Couldn't have said that better myself.
Hey, you know you have power to hire people on after an
What?
interview.
Say what?
Yep. Now that you're captain, you have the power to hire people on after an interview.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm still gonna send it up though because I want to get their opinions if they're on. If not, then we'll. More than likely, you're gonna get hired. Okay, so just
Sounds good, sir.
how long are you gonna be in the city tonight?
As long as what time is it? 12:08. Probably 2:30.
Okay. All right. Well, that's gonna conclude the interview. Okay. So I will be in touch with you. Do you have any
Sounds
questions
good,
for me
sir.
or anybody else in this room?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you already got a weapon license? Class 1?
No, sir.
All right. Valkyrie, would you take him downstairs and do a weapon 1 for him, please?
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you, man.
She doesn't know the code yet. She's not
Nope.
lieutenant. It's gonna be so fucking weird if we had him on.
What?
His name is what? What did he say it was?
It's Anderson too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's gonna be so. It's actually hold on. Interview class. It's
Man,
Blake Anderson.
Oh my
So
God! So it's gonna be
Sophia's
B.
what?
Anderson also. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Gonna have the Andersons in the sheriff's department if you.
Well, at least y'all sound different, so that'll make it easier.
I mean, one's a female.
Do what?
We have 2 Andersons in BCSO right now.
Okay.
There's me and then Jen Anderson.
Oh right, yeah. So there's gonna be 3 of y'all.
Yeah, 2 male, 1
That's
female.
funny.
I was going to sleep. This is not my time to be on duty. Fuck out of here. I'm out of here. Too early for me, man. Going back to bed. You have a good one. Take care.
Later, brother.
You too. Yeah, Jen is my long lost sister.
You know what's funny about that? She actually told me about that. It was a funny ass story too.
Did she tell you?